I was talking to my buddy about a plan when the world and what you're gonna do, where you want to meet. When I was a teenager, we used to always say, if the world come to an end, because for one, we live in California, so it's supposed to be a big earthquake that knock everything down and set it off. So we like, when the big one come and the big one hit, where are we gonna meet? Where we meet so that everybody's straight. If the power lines get knocked down and we can't contact. So our plan was always like, all right, we're gonna meet at the and we was young, so this wasn't well thought out. But our plan was we gonna meet at the Bass Pro Shop, so we could load up on ammo and supplies. That's a dumb plan, right? You should have all that beforehand. By the time the world, and that's the last place you're gonna want to be, is scrummaging at the Bass Pro Shop, where people going crazy. That's like being at Walmart in a food crisis. It's gonna be so much nonsense going on. So, talking with my friend, we had to come up with and when I say friend, I'm talking about a family member. So I'm talking with my family, really. I'm like, all right, what's the plan? Because I've been saying that Bass Pro Stop stuff for so long, since I was a kid. It's been stuck in my head, but that ain't really a good plan. Where are we gonna meet? And I ain't gonna tell y'all where we gonna meet. But they was going through. She started telling me about her to-go bag and all the stuff she got in her emergency to-go bag. All the tools and antibiotics and first aid kit and radios and all that. And then she said I had some cash in there, and I was like, all right, that cash ain't gonna be no good when the world is ending. It's barely worth anything now. So when the world ending, what's cash gonna be worth? So the two things for currency, especially if you're a woman, if you're a man or a woman, one thing you should have in your emergency world-ending Armageddon to-go bag is a pouch of tobacco. Have a pouch of tobacco, like a Bugler or one of them type of brands where you just get a large pouch of dry tobacco, not chewing tobacco. Just get you a pouch of tobacco. For one, it's dry. I don't think it got no expiration date on it. And it's a big pouch. You get it for not a lot of dollars, right? It's easy to package. It's easy to small and store. But tobacco gonna be a good currency if the world is in it. Because people is addicted to smoking cigarettes, right? So it'll be an easy thing to trade currency. They ain't gonna care nothing about no money. Gold and silver ain't gonna be worth nothing. Who's gonna care about some gold and silver when the world is collapsing? But that tobacco gonna be worth something. So have you some tobacco, right? In a pouch, and you can do some trade with some tobacco, right? Secondly, if you're a woman, you might want to have some condoms in that thing. She was like, why I gotta have some condoms? Hey, I'm talking about the oldest currency in the book is, shaking your money maker. So you might got to shake something to make something. And if the world is ending, you might got to cross a bridge and pay the toll.